Welcome back to All About Cars, everybody. Welcome back, and I'm glad you joined today. We're going to talk about the 10 top most reliable luxury cars available in the market today. With the overgrowing list of cars and claims of reliability and features, you get lost in the sea of information in today's day and age. So today we are going to filter through some of this noise, cut through the chase, and get you the top 10 list of the most reliable luxury cars available on the market today. Let's get started now. The first car on this list for the most reliable luxury cars goes to Toyota's upscale brother, the Lexus. Here we're talking about the ES sedan, a good mid-level mid-size sedan with 4 doors reliable drivetrain which is available in hybrids and 6-cylinder engines and all kinds of different variations. Regardless of what you choose, this is a very dependable car, and driving a Lexus will rarely ever let you down. The only things you sometimes find are things related to navigation and occasionally a reprogram on transmission modules. Other than that, these Lexus cars are absolutely amazing for reliability. The second car on this list goes to the BMW 3 Series. This car is a 340i and actually is rated relatively high as proven in consumers' reports, gives it above average reliability, and J.D. Power gives it a reliable rating. And so the BMW 3 Series have a lot of different formats. You can get 4-cylinder turbos, 6-cylinder turbos. Of course you can get the M3s and M4s, which I would advise against. Don't buy the M Series if you're looking for reliability. If performance is your game, obviously, the M car is the way to go, but the 340i as an example is a great car. This car actually compact with the B58 engine, which is the latest and greatest turbocharged engine. Now BMW's finally got their act together and this car is actually quite dependable. And ironically enough, the third car on our list goes to the GS. Yes, the Lexus GS makes the third on this list at a meager price, $60,000 Canadian, and you get all-wheel, you get reliable Lexus drivetrain and all the features you could actually ask for and much more. Do you like the front grille for the Lexus? Some do, some don't. You cannot deny the reliability. A modern-day Lexus, which gets ranked at the very top of consumers' reports list for most reliable vehicles available on the market today in the luxury brands. And so, the fourth most dependable luxury car on this list goes to the BMW 5 Series, the current 5 Series, so to 2017, 18, 19. A 540 is an example. It actually shares the same engine as the 340i, so as a drivetrain goes from the drivetrain's perspective, the car has a fairly high reliability record. Now of course, being the 5 Series, there is more upscale features and models, but so far BMW has done a great job of working out the bugs and again has a high predicted reliability and is above average on Consumer Reports lists. Yes, a Mercedes E-Class made the 5th on this list for the most reliable luxury car in 2017, 18, 19. Yes, it did, and the E-Class is actually very dependable. It's proven very high in the predicted reliability for Consumers Reports. Now there was only a couple of notable items as per RepairPal, one of them being squeaky brakes and rotors that need to be prematurely changed and swapped out. Another is the gateway module is what linked in your cell phone. There was an electric module that failed in these that was known and noted as a semi-frequent thing to go. Other than that, this is a very well engineered car, well designed and actually well reliable overall. So the sixth on this list for the most reliable luxury vehicle goes to the Porsche Macan. That's right, SUV. Maybe it's not a sedan, it's not a car, but we're gonna include it on this list because I believe Porsche deserves an honorable mention. Now the Macan is obviously the latest and the greatest from Porsche. It's their compact, it's their downsized version of the Cayenne. Essentially you can get a 4-cylinder turbo engine. You can get a whole bunch of different engine configurations depending on the model and the style you like. But overall, Porsche has done an exceptionally great job in not only providing an exciting package to drive, but one that makes top ranks on Consumers Reports as most reliable luxury vehicles in 2019. So the seventh car on this reliability list goes to the Audi A4. The Audi A4 has always been a direct competitor of the BMW 3 Series, and as such they don't only compete on specifications in size and wheelbase and horsepower and technology and lighting and grille, they don't just work on that, they also have to be competitive for reliability, dependability, cost, and the whole gambit, and so these cars makes on this list as above average on predicted reliability as per Consumers Reports and JD Power. And the only issue that you typically find on these 4-cylinder turbocharged gas engines in these A4s is the fact that they do carbon up. At times there's been many claims of carbon buildup in the intake and valves and the engine, and so that really results in poor running performance, reduced power, and the like. And now that's the result of direct injected engines, and I would expect a lot of cars will start to see that type of an issue outside of that carbon buildup in the engine. These cars have a stellar reputation for dependability. So the 8th car on this list for top luxury cars from a reliability perspective goes to an Infiniti Q50. Believe it or not, these are actually amazing cars. Not only the drive, but they're well styled, but they're actually very dependable as they're the upscale Nissan or from the family of the Nissan cars. The Infiniti is the luxury flagship of the brand but does bring reliability to the table, and with that drivetrain it does a very good job of moving this car down on the road effortlessly and top ranks on Consumer Reports. And so number 9 on this list is the wonderful brand new Lexus IS 350. It has all-wheel drive MSRP on it $37,000, and with the same drivetrain we just spoke up in the GS models. It's hard to refuse the reliability and dispute the reliability that you get tagged with a Lexus. The IS 350 is the staple of sporty sedans luxury vehicle, one of the best and very unlikely to ever let you down. This car will run for years to come with minimal issues. The last reliable car on this list, which happens to be number 10, and that is the BMW 2 Series cars. That is our third BMW on this list. This is a 230. Now the BMW 2 Series are actually a very reliable series. The turbocharged 4-cylinder packaged in the 230 is relatively reliable if you keep it in stock format and you do your maintenance. There has been a little bit of history on timing chain issues on some of the earlier 4-cylinder turbos, and of course it just highlights the fact that you do frequent oil changes, because the timing chain guides took a toll with old crusty oil. If you stayed on your maintenance, these cars have nothing to write about in terms of poor maintenance. As a matter of fact, they make on this list as one of the most reliable luxury cars and one of the more highly recommended cars as per Consumers Reports, being rated above average. So if you never want to miss any of my car review videos, then don't forget to like, subscribe and share.